Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, HoI4 in Singapore. So, in today's episode we are going to start by choosing a national focus. Now we have recently finished up the ones that gave us all of the free civilian industries. Yep, we've also gotten the eye in the west, and one of the options that we could go with is reinforcing the electrical infrastructure and then building our first nuclear reactor. We could also try to go with the human rights and expand military research, which leads to some research bonuses and actually nope, it doesn't open up the military tree, but that's another thing that we could go with. Or we could start focusing on the Republic, which is something that we mostly ignored, same as the Singaporean alignment, because so far we have been working with everyone. Or we could continue with the trade tree. I mean, the trade trees are fairly good, though most of these are giving us stuff that, yeah, they don't really help us all that much. Global investment, for investment duration cost, return on... Well, these ones are pretty good. They increase return on investment. There's one that modifies our trade influence. Resources to market. Our trade influence, political power gain, improve relations, resources to market, faction, trade. Actually, this one gives resources to market plus 15%, and this one gives additional 15%. Wouldn't that mean that we export everything we have to the market? Because I think right now we are actually exporting due to the type of economy that we have. What is it? 80%. Or is it plus 80%? These are a little plus 80%. Okay, so that doesn't mean we would export all of them, but we would export about 110% of the normal amount. Okay. And there's the ASEAN concessions, special treatment, and nationalized Japanese assets, which would give us quite a lot of money, and an office sector. Control the straits would give us a naval yard. We are super pressed for people, and actually it dropped again with the office workers now being at 9.8%, but I think that might be a little bit mistaken. Now, this is a hard choice. And I on purpose did not really get into it because I was thinking that we could do it together. I think we might actually go with the military for now, because we have been working on... No, you know what? Let's finish. This is a nice circle. I went through all of this to end up right where I was beginning with the electrical infrastructure. Well, okay. Reinforcing electrical infrastructure can assist in ensuring that our grid never fails. I mean, you can probably guess that I went with that as a safe choice because I don't know what else I should do. So we're just gonna skip over that. It did not happen, and we'll be happy. We started the research into helicopters, which is pretty good because we might actually use that some other day. But for now, we're just dealing with various stuff. Okay, wait. Various other stuff, meaning, generally speaking, the military. Okay, so 23 days. Incoming financial collapse is not active. I have no idea what that means, but I'm scared. It sounds horrifying. What are we importing? Actually, that is a great question. What are we importing? More artillery, fighters, and more artillery. Because I was actually checking on our units before I started the episode, and we have a Marine Brigadier, which is absolute abysmal. It's completely useless. So if you wanted to, for example, switch it to the Combined Arms Division, the only things that we're missing is self-propelled anti-air and command equipment. And the command equipment also bit us in the rear when we were dealing with the saving of our agent, and failing at that miserably. So I think I would actually use the free slots to get some command equipment. We can't really get screwed with that. Okay, all of them just got the C4I equipment. It's super cheap, so let's get 2 batches. We'll get about 600 pieces, and then we'll call it a day. Actually, how many are we using? 9. Okay, so then we'll get 1,000 pieces. I originally thought that we would build them ourselves, considering how much of stuff we're producing. And how much more we need to produce. I think we're gonna keep it simple. And the production of the better weapons is irking me a bit, because if we started producing them ourselves, we would produce the same amount and not upgrade the older ones. But there is something to be said for keeping your stock fresh, in making sure that all the weapons that we have are high grade. And I know that we pay money for actually stockpiling stuff, so I'm trying to keep our stockpile minimal and not produce too much useless crud. So let's keep upgrading and using steel to build our navy rather than the other way around. And in these ships, yep, we have 4 of you that can be assigned to main fleet, and we just finished another fearless class ship. Okay, but one thing that we haven't done is design a good submarine for ourselves. We have the 1995 attack submarine hull, and I think the next one would be way ahead of time. It's 2010, isn't it? Yeah, 2010, which is why we haven't. So, okay, let's design a submarine for ourselves that we're gonna use. Okay, so you get a better engine and you get a better radar sonar, and using dual-purpose torpedoes, anti-submarine, 2 types of anti-submarine torpedoes. Okay, and here you could have an anti-ship missile, but that would have a way. So this would basically be an anti-submarine submarine. And we also have a auxiliary slot here, so we can actually add something here. Okay, so if we added an anti-ship missile, that would make you much better. Anything else that we can get in the fuel tank? Well, your max range is 2,500 kilometers, which is pretty good for us. And the dual-purpose torpedoes would make them even stronger against submarines and ships. And this one would have just against. You know what? Let's give them another dual-purpose torpedoes, and I'm gonna do it this way so that it's more understandable. Okay, it's an ESM-1. Can we design a better ESM? That is a good question, because ESM-1 doesn't seem like something. Radar, ESM-2, yep. And it's 13 years ahead of time. Okay, let's say that's a no then. let's say that's a no then. And better torpedoes. These are anti-vessel missiles. Better torpedoes are also 3 years ahead. Okay, so let's name this. We'll call this one Singapore class because it's the first type of submarine that we are actually making. And once we're gonna be done with you, only 2 of you to be built, we're gonna build 2 batches of submarine manufacturer. Okay, we can build these. We're gonna build 2 batches of 6s because they're much cheaper. No. Well, they're about the same. Yeah, you're about as expensive as this one is. Okay, one thing that I haven't done here is I haven't given you the submarine manufacturer. Save. Okay, and then we need to get rid of these 2 because those are the not updated models. Okay, let's do it completely again just to make sure. Hold on. Singapore class, yep. And submarine manufacturer, and then another one. Submarine manufacturer, and produce 5 of each. No, 6 of each. Those are gonna make our hunter packs. Okay, so at this point I think we can get more fuel. Yep. And we have traits in the military. Who's this? ST engineering. Okay, so you are the guys that can help us with APCs, defense, breakthrough, and heart attack. Okay, great. That means we get a new model on the Terex, so it's gonna be 85B. Rename, yep, and we'll put you into production. How many? You can upgrade 14 per day. Okay, so let's just keep building new ones for now. And then we'll deal with it. This is a naval manufacturer. So considering the submarines are going to be built by a specialized company, we can continue working on this destroyer thingy. And oh hell, another one? Small arms. Okay, yeah, let's upgrade the current model yet again. How level is that? So this is gonna be, oh god, Sin X3. We have so many freaking models. And let's just keep producing new ones for now. These ones should be better. Look at that, how many models we had. So 13, breakthrough 6.7, yeah. Soft attack is higher as well. So let's produce a bunch of new ones. And then what you also can produce new APCs. We're almost there, really. It's not gonna take much longer. Wait, what did we finish? Oh, we rescued an operator. Yeah, refund this one. I'm not rescuing anyone. But I think we already got the command equipment number. Yep. And we're starting to replace the current one with the new ones. Cool, so things are going well there. And one thing that I actually want to start testing is something that Wolfau has suggested. He mentioned that when we go, and he mentioned that rightfully so, that when we look at the trade agreement, there is a modifier here called Singaporean influence in ASEC. So it might be possible that if we keep influencing them and improving relations, we might eventually be able to get, this is a test, okay? We might be able to get them to sign the trade deal. If not, it's fine, but having Azek as a puppet wouldn't be all that bad. So I'm going to give it a try and see. They got a ton of rubber and tungsten or technology metals in this mod, so if we can sway them to become a puppet, it would work well for us because we could get quite a lot of resources from them pretty quickly. Okay, we finished the reinforced electrical infrastructure and has researched Magnox. Is that the original? Yeah, okay, so we can do that. Gotcha, but that greatly helped our electrical infrastructure. So let's now go to commission frigates. Okay, we have 3 naval yards. If we get 2 more, we could get both of those from focuses. We could get one from the world's port, and there's another one over here, control the straits. But we don't have people to man them, which kind of sucks, but we'll work on that. Let's do that. I don't know how much how much population does a naval yard need, so we'll test it out and see what that does to us. Singapore is truly one of the greatest harbors and trading hubs in the world, but to keep up with other giant trading regions, we need to keep our maritime industry and infrastructure upgraded and expand them as time passes. So that goes well with our plan to build more frigates, even though we don't really have enough infrastructure for that. And population and resources and everything. But we'll still look at that. Where's this one? The centralized education system. No, I kind of like that one. Facilitate trade expansion. This is another thing both are suggested we look into because, yeah, but I don't see anything that would help us. It helps greatly with trade income though. Okay, Azek has been auto-influenced. So let me see if I can get this right. We have 4.8 billion every week. If I increase this one, we should get extra tax revenue, and they will get tax revenue, but I'm barely getting anything, so it's not really all that necessary. So let's not that. But let's check Azek and see if we can get some kind of benefit from what we're doing here. Oh, 2007 elections concluded. 150 political power. So our influence is 3.26. That is really not a lot. But it already gives us 10. Wow. Okay, so I was way wrong. And Wolf, I was right. The influence plays a huge role. Explosion rocks Bahraini capital in Hezbollah attack. Okay, so it definitely makes sense to influence other nations if we want them to sign a trade deal with us. Okay, this is part of Australia. Anyone non-aligned? We have you. Emerging. So Papua New Guinea could be another great target for us to influence and sway. And I mean, we'll be drowning in political power, so why not get some puppets around and start shamelessly exploiting them? I mean, all the cool kids are doing that, why not us? Okay, more command equipment, yep. Has been distributed, I'm happy about that. Producing more weapons, more OVU. Once we hit 1,000, I'm gonna start upgrading relentlessly. It's not gonna take too long to upgrade them roughly. Was it 14 per day? So that's about, let's call it 150 per 10 days. And about a couple of months and we'll be done. Okay, the early AI robotics is really important because it opens way to this one, and to this one, and to this one, which will all both boost our factory output and reduce the amount of workers we need in our factories. And it's something that I greatly covet. Input free. The world sport. Canada revoked our access. Why? Kazakhstani election, OTAN re-elected, emerging outlook. Okay, 83. Wow, this is really looking... How did I miss that? Okay, naval manufacturer. Max range for corvettes. But you're actually producing these, aren't you? And yeah, I don't know why. Oh. Wait, no. Oh god, no, because that's freaking hell. We had a wrong manufacturer there this whole time. Yeah, look at that. This one increases anti-air, speed, range. Okay. 2007 fearless class. Bryant. Great. So build one and one of these. And then we'll have to rework them again. Great. Know your ships, my friends. Okay, Arctic and Papua has been influenced. So we now have 5% influence. Still doesn't change much, but our relations with them are no, they're not. So even with this influence, we are unable to get them. But we will if we keep increasing our influence, I guess. So what does this one do? We will give economic aid, repay their debt. Give economic aid. We lose 3 billion and increase our influence by 5.52%. And we get... Oh, they reject it. Okay, well, that's interesting. I did not expect that. What about Papua? Wait, why am I looking at Indonesia? I need you guys. Can we give economic aid? Wait, I'm not spreading influence? Weird. Okay, not sure what that is all about, but okay. When can we try to do that again in Atzech? In 40 days, I think it said. You can send, okay, every 40 days. Well, they're having a little bit of a deficit, so for them, it shouldn't be that easy, but okay, well, what do we know? And we just received, I think, our last batch of aircraft, haven't we? That means we should have 50 new fighters. Yep. Awesome. So let's cancel this order from Germany and be done with it. And we got also a new dockyard. Amazing. So let's now see what the breakdown is. 8.61. Not great, but it doesn't change much in the grand scheme. So I think we can get the control the straits as well. Pressing our strength in the straits and ensuring we control the straits is our road to glory. 55 days. Anyway, I think this is where I'm going to end the episode. A bit of a fumble on many occasions here. But the experimentation with Atzech is something that I want to pursue in the next episode as well. And come on, guys, give me fuel. I know I keep forgetting about that, but give me fuel. Speaking of which, 249 days till we get this one. Okay. But the worker reduction is going to be amazing. For a country like Singapore, it is actually completely mandatory, but yeah. We started with 4 million, now we got 4.4 million in just 7 years. I consider it a win.